Hello and welcome to Good Shepherd. Good to have you here. I'm going to take my mask down for just a moment so you can hear me more clearly on this microphone. The point of this video is to help people, put people a little bit at ease so that they will understand more clearly what the procedures will be like as we are now opening up Sunday Masses to, well, the masses. You could have signed up by now, by the time you see this, through a sign-up Genius that we will have available every Wednesday at noon. Is that correct? Every Wednesday at noon, our sign-up Genius will go live. We are limiting it to the first 125 people who sign up for the Mass, and we have the 8 o'clock Mass and the 10 o'clock Mass. And if that is not sufficient for the need that people want, we can possibly expand. We will see how that goes. But I know that people are a little nervous to come back to Mass, and we want to go over the procedures that will be happening here at Mass. Now, I want to stress this very clearly. You are not obligated to come to Mass. Say it with me. You are not obligated to go to Mass. I am not obligated to go to Mass. It is not a mortal sin to miss Sunday Mass. You do not even have to watch it virtually, but it is available for you. The 10 o'clock Mass will be live streamed. You do not have to go. You do not even have to watch, and you will not go to hell on account of not watching or attending Mass on Sunday. So if you, for any reason, feel uncomfortable coming to Mass, I will not judge you. Nobody will, well, I can't say what everyone's going to do, but I will not judge you, okay? You can stay at home with a clear conscience. If for whatever reason, if you don't feel safe, if you don't feel like this is a good time, if you feel that you're putting your family at danger, if you work in the medical profession and you feel that that's one more contact to get you in contact with other people, then you might get in contact as a unaware carrier, then please stay home. Okay? Some people might want to come to Mass, but I want you to understand that we are trying to use as best as possible the social distancing guidelines and trying to make this as safe a place as possible. I stress it is not without risk. That is true. But a lot of things that we do in life, there are some risk. But I want to stress the safest place for you to observe Mass at this time is in your home. But should you want to come to Mass during this time, that is available for you as well. We are trying to minister to wherever your needs are. If your needs are stay at home, please do. We will have that live streamed for you. If your needs are, I really need to come to Mass because I have this need inside of me, we want to provide for that for you, but in a safe manner as possible. So we have guidelines from the diocese, and they are on the website. Hopefully I can put up a little link of those particular guidelines of what we are all following here as well. So we are trying to be very clear on all of those as well. This is our first time for all of us, and we're just trying to figure out a lot of these things, but we are trying to be very, very cautious and follow all those guidelines. There's a lot, but we're trying to be very, very careful with all of those things. So first thing to know is when you leave from your house, make sure that you do bring a mask. Masks are required for coming to Mass on Sunday. And I don't care what your feelings are about Mass. If you maybe don't like them or whatever, them's the rules. So if you're going to come to Mass, you have to wear a mask. You can go to Walmart, I guess, without a mask. I don't recommend it. But you can't come to Mass. You must have a mask. You must bring a mask. If for some reason you forgot it or whatever, we do have a few spare, but please bring your own mask. We don't have enough to give to everyone, and we don't want to turn people away. When you come to the table, there will be a sign-in from the sign-up Genius, and there will be a hospitality minister sitting in the narthex who will ask for your name and then will mark you off on the sign-up. So if anyone, we want to make sure that we have good contact tracing just in case, heaven forbid, something were to happen. One of the hospitality ministers will then direct you to a seating section. As you can see, maybe you can pan around a little bit, and you've probably seen on the video, our pews are marked off with this beautiful blue tape, and one spot there is clear so you can enter into the pew, but the rest of them are marked off. This maintains a 6 feet distance. So, but then likewise, we also want to keep a distance between families. So you will be seated with your household if there are people that are not of your household, but even that you know, do not sit with them. Maintain that 6 feet distance. There are also blue tape markers that are a 6 feet marker distance from spot to spot. So some of our pews are a little bit bigger, and they could house people at the side. Woo! We're going on quite a ride there. So there are some places where, you don't need to share, but I'm just pointing. So there are some points where people could sit on the edge and another family could sit on the other edge, and they would still be maintaining the 6 feet distance. So you might be sitting in a pew that is not your normal pew. You can expand your horizons. And let's see here. And then as Mass ends, you will you may not stay in the church. You may not stay in the narthex. You must go directly outside. Now, if you want to socialize outside and maintain that 6 feet distance, that would be a good place to do that, presuming that the weather is nice. So you can socialize, just not in the building and not close up. You need to maintain that distance. Yes. During communion, I have our seminarian, John Donart, who is here with us, and we will do a demonstration of how the communion works. So if you can show the blue tape first on the floor. Look, here there is blue tape on the floor to mark where you need to come to stand so that people can maintain the distance. There are blue tape markers there that are marked 6 feet apart so that when you are in line, make sure you maintain that distance. Keep that distance all the way. It doesn't do us any good if y'all congregate back in the back there. If you find that there's not enough space, just stay in your pew. We'll get you communion. Just come around and make sure that you can find the space so you can have 6 feet spaced apart. So then what's going to happen? The Eucharistic minister will wear a mask the entire time, so do not panic. And if the Eucharistic minister makes contact with a recipient of communion, a communicant, the Eucharistic minister will take a pause. He will have she will have the ciborium here, will put this here, will purify the hands, and then resume. Okay? Also, in your line, there will be no one that will have received on the tongue, because if someone wants to receive on the tongue, we cannot ban that. We might wish we could, but we can't. They will need to go to a separate line, and there's separate procedures for that. But we are really strongly encouraging people to receive on the hand. So much so that I'm not going to give instructions for how to receive on the tongue, because we really want you to receive on the hand during this time. So the minister will have the mask on. You will take the communion, maintain as best as possible 6 feet distance. You will put that host there on the side, or she, and then it'll either flop down or eventually go down. This is just bread, by the way. This is just bread. Yes. Okay? Maintain your hands. Make sure the host is there on your hands before making any movement. Okay? Then what you do is, you know the procedure? You take your mask down. You say amen with the mask on. Sorry, let me go back here. Receive. You say amen. Amen. Step to the side. Mask off. Host in. Sign of the cross. Mask on. Back on. And go. Again, good mask technique is preferred is if you take it by the ear and not by the front. I've been doing some bad mask technique. I apologize, but I'm also mostly in a lone church here. But good mask technique is take it off the ear, leave it hang on the ear here, and then go back on the ear so that you're not making contact with the droplets that may yet be on your mask. So the ushers will release you from communion, so they'll be like old school, right? So the usher will be there and allow you to come out here. This maintains control and maintains that we can keep everyone at a good distance. And then at the end of Mass as well, the ushers will come and release by section. That way we're not congregating at the doors, because what good has all this social distancing done if we're being very good throughout Mass and then we all congregate in the back at the baptismal font there? Then it's all for naught. So we'll release by section so that we can keep people flowing out well. Anything else that I have missed? Would you like to add anything, Martha, on camera?
I will come way over here.
As Father said at the beginning,
Come a little bit closer to the mic, please.
oh, okay. Father mentioned at the beginning that if by chance you were uncomfortable coming, or if you had a pre-existing illness, that it would be best if you were to refrain from coming at this time. I personally will not be coming back to church yet. I have lupus, and my doctor has suggested that it's best that I stay away from large gatherings. So even though I would love to be here, back with the people, I will be unable to. And so I want those of you who have those same feelings of maybe being unsure of returning at this time, know that it's all right to do that. And you need to do what's best for you and your family when it comes to being safe. So I just wanted to let you know.
Perfect. Thank you. Well, thanks so much for watching this little video. We want to protect everyone. We want to be as safe as possible. And so we're trying to take really good precautions. But again, use good judgment, use good prudence on your end as well. So thanks so much.